I don't know if I should even read this next email on the air. It's about you, Janessa.
Okay.
But I think I need to because I think we can probably wade through it because this happens so much to people.
Okay.
And in fact, I'm in a full-blown direct message conversation with a person that's trying to tell me they're Janessa.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
you know that. I showed it to you.
Absolutely.
And they live in Sweden, and they want their money.
This is no news to me. It's been happening for years.
And now they're calling me Clem. Like, you don't like when I call you Clem now, to Clem. Send me that $800,
I don't
Clem.
think I've ever called you that.
Ever.
I mean, other names last Friday night, but not.
I love how
Clem.
people, whenever they want to try to get under your skin, try to
It's
call
so
you by your
stupid.
real name. They'll be like, Todd.
Whoop-de-doo.
Or they'll
Or Pat.
what's up, Pat?
Well, I say Pat sometimes just to be funny. But
Yeah, but people that don't know you, like,
Yeah.
they don't, it's just.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and my husband, Gino, was catfished by somebody claiming to be Janessa. They used her photos and said their name was Natasha Bell Love. Well, that's refreshing. Janessa, at least they're not calling themselves Janessa.
Right.
So Natasha Bell Love is now supposedly using pictures of Janessa. Despite showing him proof online that the whole thing was a scam, he's still convinced that he and Natasha / really Janessa are in love. And
this is her husband?
I'm confused.
Yeah, hold on. So this is a woman named Nicole. And she's writing me to tell me that her and her husband have been separated for 8 months.
Oh, okay.
That was the next line.
You left that part out.
No, this is the next line.
Okay.
It says, we are actually separated for 8 months now. I've been trying to track down the real Janessa and searching her tonight on Twitter. I saw that she's joined your show. I know this absolutely sounds crazy, but is there any way that Janessa can talk to him on the air and let him know that he's been had? Anything that you can do. My number is, she provided it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. My Twitter handle is such and such. So this might be a first, Janessa, and that is you have a wife that's reaching out to you via the radio show because her and her husband that have been separated now for 8 months, he thinks that this woman named Natasha Bell Love, who's representing herself as you, is in love with him and is they're going to, suppose they live happily ever after.
Right.
When Natasha Bell Love is showing pictures that she's you. That's a whole nother twist of this identity theft that you deal with daily, is it not?
So,
Yeah, but the ex-wife is wanting to crush his dreams.
So you think they separated because of this whole thing?
That's what it said. It said he is convinced that he and Natasha / Janessa are in love.
Gotcha.
We're actually separated for 8 months over this.
Oh, okay. Over
5
this.
exclamation points.
Wow.
Here, hold on me up.
Janessa's a home wrecker.
She is a home wrecker. Hold on here.
Jeez.
I am totally a home wrecker. Darn
You're
it.
a home wrecker even when you try not to be a home wrecker.
I don't even know why I'm doing it.
You can literally just be laying in your bed.
Can I get paid for that?
You could literally be laying in your bed and destroying, thousands of families, and you're not really doing like you're not sleeping with the guy. You're just watching your stupid Netflix, hanging out.
If I can get paid for this, I'd be a millionaire today.
What, being a homewrecker?
Yeah, I mean, being a troll. It's like being a troll.
Like, what would you do? Like, so the wives would hire you to destroy their marriage because they didn't like their husband,
or to try to seduce their husband
and see if he falls for it or not.
Right.
Like a secret shopper kind of deal. Hi. Oh, that's even more scandalous.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to try to call this woman.
She's probably not even up yet.
Well, we'll see. I'm glad you're optimistic this morning. Her name's Nicole. And Blitz, she reached out to us and said call her. So,
Yeah, cool. We should have Janessa call her husband and talk him through it.
Hi, this is Natasha.
Yeah.
Hey, Nicole. Nicole, it's Bubba.
Hello.
No.
You called me. You emailed me and told me to call you.
Maybe it was the husband.
Maybe it was.
Oh.
She didn't say what her husband was. Hey, Nicole, this is the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Is this Nicole or Gino? You emailed me for me to call you live on the air to talk about the Natasha.
Hung up on.
I think that might be Gino. Oh my Lord.
Oh, this is great.
Hello?
Is this Nicole?
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is Bubba. We're live.
Oh, wow.
I called you. You emailed me and told me to call you.
I did, but I didn't think you'd call me while you were live on the air.
Yeah, but this is great stuff, and you are in a really bad predicament. And I have the person, Janessa is part of my show. She's a co-host. Janessa, say hi to Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Janessa.
Now, Nicole, that's the real Janessa, and I think I
know she is.
And
Well, she sounds hot for Janessa.
yeah, Nicole. Now, where do you live, Nicole? Like, just what?
I'm in Montreal.
You're in Montreal. Okay, and we're a radio show that's based out of Tampa, Florida.
Of course, I know you, Bubba, because I used to, when you were on the Howard Channel, so I know all about you and everything.
Right.
So, yeah.
You don't sound very French. You sound like, almost like Jersey.
Well, I am French. My mother tongue is French, but I was schooled in English. So, and there are a lot of English people here.
Man, why
So,
would
yeah.
your husband, you sound like a pretty hot commodity. Why
Yeah.
would your husband be going
Right.
over some internet bitch for you?
That he's never
Well,
met.
we've been together 25 years,
Okay.
and I was 20 or 21 when we met, and you let things go. Sometimes your relationship, you take advantage, you take each other for granted,
Right.
and I don't know how he found this person, but it was all of Janessa's photos. And this person was posing. Her name was Natasha Bell Love, a nurse. And he fell for it, of course, because of all the beautiful, sexy photos of Janessa that
So
he was getting.
he stumbled upon some chick that's portraying herself as Janessa using Janessa's
Or
photos.
it's probably a dude, too.
I think it's a guy.
Yeah.
And
Now,
the
is he
worst
asking
part
for
of
money?
this-
Is he asking for
Oh,
money?
of course, and he was sending
Oh,
money.
no. See,
He
this
was
is what I'm
sending
saying.
money.
So Gino's been sending money.
Gino's been sending money for over a year.
Whoa.
my
How much?
goodness.
How much do you think Gino's been sending?
I think he sent her close to $5,000.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's probably a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably
I
what
think
you.
so.
That's probably what you know.
Yeah,
Now-
because she was claiming to be sick and, and helping her grandmother
has a
in
good heart.
Africa.
Yeah. So let me tell you this. Let me tell you how bad it is. Janessa's my roommate. Okay. And so
Okay.
I pretty much know, like, not in a controlling kind of way, but I pretty much know where she's at or what she's doing, just like roommates do. And last week I had this Janessa Brazil get a hold of me on my Twitter direct message. Now I'm sitting at the kitchen table with her. Like Janessa Brazil is literally 7 feet from me, and this Janessa Brazil I'm talking to is like, I'm in Sweden and I need $1,800 to get out of here, and like starts, and I'm like. Of course, I'm going along with it. So now, have you told Gino that the real Janessa Brazil is on my show?
Well, actually, what happened is last week, because we separated. He moved out. We separated over this.
Oh,
and
I'm so sorry.
I know, but
Janessa's
maybe
a home
it needed
wrecker.
to
When
happen.
sometimes she tries to be a
doesn't
home
mean
wrecker,
to be.
but a
Sorry.
lot of times,
Home wrecker,
she's about a
Janessa,
50% home wrecker. 50% of the times, old girl's really not trying to do it.
And I had found photos, and the photos he was getting, I knew something was up, but I needed evidence, so to speak.
Right.
So, and I said, "There's no way this."
I'm looking at your.
gorgeous girl's in
Hold
Africa.
on, Nicole. I'm
Yes.
looking at your Twitter right now, and you're very attractive.
Hot.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Hey, why don't you fly to Tampa and sleep with me a few times, and that will really even it out. Be like, you know what? Let me tell you something, Gino. I partied with Janessa all weekend.
The real Janessa.
And you can get pictures. Oh, how about this,
Pictures
Nicole?
with her.
You fly down here, okay? And you spend the weekend with me, and you and I sleep together a lot. But like when we're hanging out, like watching TV, there'll be Janessa sitting right beside you, and we'll do like some friend stuff. And then you can send a picture of your husband and go, "This is the guy."
Is this the
Tunnel,
girl
that
you were
would-
talking to?
That would
Tunnel,
be the
that would
best.
be the most mind-blowing thing in the history of the internet. That
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
person that
I
you were
think
getting
she'd have a
catfished,
stroke.
the person
Yeah.
that you were getting catfished with, you actually spent the weekend with, and the
Exactly.
real person. How about we do that, Nicole?
Exactly. He'd have a stroke, I think, Bubba.
So
'cause
listen, did he separate from you, or did you separate from him?
I separated from him. I asked him to leave. I
Okay.
said, I want you to leave. You're not getting it. And all this money, that you're, and he was in love. He was actually in love
My
with
gosh.
this person. Oh yeah. It was sad actually. I felt really, really, and I said, how do I find her? I know her name is not Natasha Bell Love. And then last week where he was here and his phone rings and he hung up right away. And I go, who is that? And then I could tell by the way, because I thought I had convinced him that she was a fake like a few months ago. And he said nothing. I go, is that Natasha? He goes, yeah. So I sat down. I said, listen, I go, I'm going to do everything I can to track down, because I knew your name was Janessa, to track her down, to fly her here or to fly you to wherever she is, to prove to you that the person you're speaking with is not even probably, like you said, a woman.
No, it's probably a man.
Yeah,
it's probably
usually is a man.
Has
some
he- has he-
some guy from Ghana or something like that.
It is,
Janessa
yeah.
has. By the way, Janessa has lived this life, and she has, like, I don't know, she's lived, and there's probably 1,000 of these experiences that people have gotten a hold of her.
Yes.
Now, has he talked to her on the phone, though?
I'm sorry?
Has he talked to her on the phone, though?
Oh, he spoke to her on the phone. and
So
I
then it
said,
can't be
well,
a guy.
Well, but the
Well-
guy could have his cousin.
Yeah,
you know.
can have
usually
his
that's how it
girlfriend.
goes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is last
Hey, I'm
week,
going to
so
start
then
doing
I-
this for real. I'm going to make Janessa make phone calls from 6 until 7 at the house every day to pay for
Yeah,
half the
to make
rent
it-
and be like, hey, listen, honey, you
Exactly.
got to work the phones when
Can
we
you
get
imagine
home.
if I got all the money that these people send out to
Oh
these
my
fake
God.
Janessas?
I mean,
I'd be a
It'd
millionaire.
probably be, there's
should take a
probably
cut.
millions of dollars. If this
Yeah.
one woman in Montreal was able to track us down, think of all the hundreds of or thousands
Yeah.
of women whose husbands have done this very same thing that don't know how to get a hold of us.
Exactly. So then after this happened, after the phone rang, I said, listen, and then I'm like racking my brain and, I had no idea how to find you or anything. I was looking for agents. And when you type in Janessa, there's a lot of fake little profiles here and there.
Right.
All of a sudden I go on Twitter and I say, oh, what the hell? I'll just try it like this. I type in Janessa. What pops up? Bubba.
Oh,
And
great.
it
Nice.
was your workout. It was your workout from August 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, when she was at the
said,
Clem
oh,
Gym and she did like a little hip thruster deal.
Exactly. So
See, Janessa, we need to
back
do
up
more of
then.
those
We
so that we
do.
can save marriages. We're gonna be like, you know what? We're just making Janessa more public so people can, so that fine women like Nicole can Google her and find her more efficiently, so that we can save marriages.
Save
Janessa.
them. Let's use this for the good.
All right, so you find her hip thruster video on my
I
YouTube channel.
find the hip thruster. So he comes upstairs. I go, Gino, take a look at this. And he's looking at it. And he was, I should have filmed his face, but he had my phone. He looked, I wasn't sure if he was so stunned or so devastated.
Now, can I ask you a question, Nicole? Is he familiar with the Bubba the Love Sponge show?
No, he's not.
Okay, only you.
He's not. Yes.
All right. So you show him the video of Janessa doing hip thrusters about a couple weeks ago, and that's the girl that indeed he thinks he's in love with, and you tell him she lives in Tampa and is part of the radio show.
Exactly.
All right. And then what's he say?
And he looked at the phone for about 5 minutes.
He's wanting to go in the bathroom
didn't-
and take care of himself. So what he was
but
doing, that's
he
my
was
girl.
Actually, no, but yeah, well, obviously he does, but actually,
This thing, Blitz, he
it
thought that
made
was
him-
his girl. He really thinks that's his girl.
But they're convinced,
Sucker.
they're convinced to the point where when I do prove sometimes them wrong, and they're in denial.
No, but that's what happened a few months ago. He was still in denial. But when after he saw the video, and this made it sad and everything in the sense that he was actually sick to his stomach, and he
Oh.
went downstairs. Yeah, he was like.
Now, are you going to
unbelievable.
take him back?
Well, listen, I feel bad for the guy. He was duped. He was brainwashed. That's the way I see it.
Mhm.
We've been together so long. We have no kids together.
You guys still have a
But-
lot of sex?
No, because he was in love with her, and I was like, I don't want to have sex with
Right.
somebody that says he's
Right.
in love with somebody else.
That's why you need to come down here this
Heck
week.
no.
That's why you need to come down to my house this weekend, and you can have
Make
sex
up all
with you
that.
can have sex with me, and then take lots of picture with me and Janessa. And I
Make
mean
up
that. Well,
all
you know,
that.
he might actually like you more. He'd be like, you know what? At least you got that close to her. At least you sat on the same couch.
Yeah,
with her.
that's true. That's
I could take a
true. That
picture of
might
you and
turn
Janessa
him
making
on.
out.
Damn.
Oh, God, that'd
Okay.
be really, really,
Now,
really
let me
freaked
ask you a question. You know I was going to go here. Nicole, have you ever messed around with a girl?
In high school, I did.
All right.
Yes,
So
I
can
did.
you imagine? Let's take it a step further. Let's take me out of the equation because you probably don't want to have sex with me, and But if you can certainly have sex with Janessa. That would flip him. He might love you forever.
Or
that
he might
be the
hate her.
that might be the special sauce that keeps you guys together for another 20 years. Is that you sniffed out who he got catfish by, and then went and had a weekend
I
of hot
had it.
lesbian
That
action.
plot twist.
Yeah.
That's a plot twist.
Out of all the internet trolls in the world, would that be the biggest?
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be funny.
So
That would be the ultimate.
Nicole, you can say not only did you not get her, but I did. I did, and guess what? And guess what? I didn't pay nothing for it.
No, it didn't cost me a dime. I didn't have to chat online
No.
for a year and a half.
And
Send money.
and then you could be like, I take pictures, and and imagine that. I'd be taking video and stuff. I'll just be right there in my office, and
Sounds pretty good.
I mean, would you consider? I mean, Janessa would be like almost kind of a way to give back to a woman that's been victimized by
That's true.
by catfishing.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, when you look at it that way, I think that,
Right.
Would you do
Yeah.
that? I could set that up.
Would you like
Oh,
a,
can you?
Would you
I think I can.
That's nice of you.
Thanks.
How nice.
I mean, usually they'll go along with everything.
Would you like a hot talk satirizer of a host, maybe?
I mean, if you did come down here, would you want to only sleep with Janessa, or would you want to sleep with all of us? We just want to know.
I mean, I'm 48, and it's
Perfect.
been a while since I had anything like really
I mean,
hot.
we
So,
got
yeah, I
we
mean,
got goats, we got porn stars,
Whoa.
we got millennials, we got 50-year-old guys, we got
Your
guys
pick.
from 23 to 55.
Oh, so I got a whole pick of,
You have a
I
lineup.
think you should come down here and
It's
just
like
be
a
the biggest
buffet.
whore you can, Nicole. I think you should
This is
come
one
down.
chance.
I think you should come down and just get it from everybody.
I'm getting hot. I need to take my jacket off.
and
yeah, so am I.
yeah. So now, Nicole, like I'm being dead honest. Would you want to come down here and hang out with Janessa all weekend long? And if you guys messed around, then you did.
Well, we might need her to run the numbers first.
Yeah.
What's her score?
She didn't have a.
She doesn't have kids, and she's
didn't
been
have-
with this guy for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Nicole, let me explain. On our show, we had this thing called the VAG score. And
Yes.
the way the woman determines her VAG score is how many children you've had plus how many men over 8 inches. You add those two numbers together, and you get a VAG score. So you have had 0 children,
0 children.
and how many men over 8?
Um,
Honestly,
I've had-
a lot of women try to,
I think I had one. He wasn't really over 8 inches. He was just really thick.
So we'll give you,
But actually, I have had compliments on my vagina that it's very tight. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
You got a 1. I mean, that's a very respectable 1.
Right.
Like Nicole, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
5'8". Like how much do you weigh? Like we're just trying to get a little bearing here.
I'm 135.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh yeah, that's
Perfect.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to come down?
I'm 5'8" too, so we're like the same height.
You're really not, but okay. You can tell people that.
Well, I'll
Call me out.
Tuttle, actually, we were at the Hard Rock and they had this little scale deal, and they're like, Prince is this tall and Bruce Springsteen is this tall, and Janessa. I'm not going to tell you what her height was, but
Same size as Prince?
She measured herself, and she goes, "Oh, I've been telling everybody I've been 5'8", but I'm really not." And I go, "Nope, you're not even close, bitch."
And how tall are you, Bubba?
Like 5'10".
Oh, okay. That's a good height.
Yeah, and I can really bring it. I just want to let you know. I mean,
Oh,
Like
I'm
a
sure
gorilla.
you can.
like I have sex like a gorilla. I tend to be real gorilla-like.
A lot of thrusting, a lot of,
just a lot of just one particular position that I like is gorilla-like.
It'll make you squirm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Make you
Yeah.
squirm.
oh wow.
Can he videotape you while you go number one?
No, Tuttle.
Number one.
No, Nicole, Tuttle's
It's okay,
just a
baby. The goat does enough of that.
Yeah, let's just stop with the number one guys, please. They think that I'm into number one, Nicole, and I'm not. I'm into a woman.
Number two?
Not into number two either. Sometimes when a woman gets so turned on, she does something, and everybody here thinks that's a number one, and I don't think it's a number one.
No, I don't think it's no.
Yeah.
No.
Now, can you do that particular thing?
Well, I do it a lot, but it's not like how you say squirting, but
No,
it
easy.
gets really,
Well, yeah.
really wet.
Right.
Yeah, it gets really.
We call that squirming. How you
Yes,
with an
squirm.
M. Yes, with an M.
I do squirm. I
Right.
do squirm a lot.
Hey,
Yes,
if you'd like to do some research for your husband this weekend, if you go to the Urban Dictionary and you type in two-fingered cul-de-sac Jones. No, seriously, you type in two-fingered cul-de-sac Jones, and it's a sexual fingering technique that was invented by me, and it says that right
Really?
there on Google. Yes.
Maybe Nicole
Oh,
can teach me
wow.
how to squirm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So Nicole, Nicole,
Yeah.
like I'm being for real. Like, would you want to come down and hang out with Janessa all weekend long?
Well, listen, I can't this weekend or like in the next, few weeks. It's something I'll think about, and I think, it would be really nice, especially, that way he'd really get it that it's like.
Right.
I mean, he's put you through a year full of neglect, and at the end of the day, if you hadn't been proactive on this, it's hard telling how long this would have gone.
Would you ever
it
take him
probably
back?
would've Continued. I'm sorry?
Would you ever take him back?
We'd have to go to therapy, that's for sure. Because
Yeah.
And part of your
Get over it.
therapy is meeting the person that he, thought he
Yeah.
was going to have sex, that he was
Yeah.
going to fall. Did they have plans to get married and, all?
Oh, yeah, they were talking about all that, but still married to me, so we'd have to get a divorce first, right? But, yeah, they talked about that. And
I don't
everything.
know, even Janessa in
Yeah,
the
Nicole.
porn.
Nicole, she's really, really cool and very understanding.
But I don't know, even in the porn circles of reality or not reality, that anything like this has ever come full circle.
No, never. I never
No,
had the chance.
no.
Well, I'm like saying, you see hundreds and hundreds of pretty girls that's pictures are used to catfish guys. In fact, Tuttle, isn't there a show called Catfishing
Yeah.
on MTV?
Oh, yeah.
But never ever have I seen where a guy falls in love with a porno girl or a model or whatever, and he's being catfished by obviously not her. His wife then finds that woman and then goes and have sex with her. I mean, I don't even like this could be
No,
like
I know.
like Janessa.
Yeah,
this
we
could be
could
like
send this.
lottery type stuff. This
Right.
could be our retirement.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I
I'm
would
gonna
be a
broker this
millionaire.
deal up. I mean,
Ka-ching.
yeah. So I mean, and obviously Janessa is very attractive, and then the woman is equally attractive and pretty, and so man. Now, should we call Gino up?
What's the next
I
step,
guess-
Nicole?
Like, what would you like us to do next, Nicole? We've obviously verified that this is Janessa. You can actually, if you wanted to, Nicole, you can watch our show. Like, you could visually see our show right now if you go to twitch.tv. You could actually
Yeah, I
see.
saw that.
You could watch Janessa, live. Like, you could say, okay, Janessa, say.
Yippee-yo, Brando just cheered 1,000 bits.
Thank you.
Like, we could have Gino watch where the real Janessa Brazil is like, hi, Gino, I just want to let you know that your wife, Nicole, is coming down. This is me. Can you see this is me? This is the woman that's been portrayed for a year and a half that you loved. And I just want to let you know the real Janessa Brazil is having your real wife, Nicole, come down and spend the weekend with me. And that's really going to happen.
Yeah,
And
I'm telling you,
we could even go live on our YouTube channel just as we're going. Like, we go out to dinner and do some, PG rated stuff before it got R,
Yeah.
Or with
well,
Janessa's
yeah,
case,
you
X.
got to wine and dine a little bit first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How bad would it be if your husband went to YouTube and watched you and the real Janessa Brazil go out to dinner and hold hands and make out and stuff like that? Oh my Lord. I'm getting hot.
I'm
on the
telling
you,
deal.
getting hot on the deal.
Yeah, I don't know what he'd do. I think, like I said, the look on his face he had last week when I showed him the video, I mean, I could only imagine he'd pass out.
pass
seeing her
out.
life.
Princess just cheered $10 cash.
Oh, and Lisa's two-fisted with another G.
Lisa's too best to call a sack with a G ball on bits.
I mean, hey, you know what? I know how we can fix all this, Nicole. You know, Gino's used to giving the fake Janessa money. Why didn't he go to Twitch and give her some real money?
That's true. That's true. Give her some real
if
money.
you really
come
want,
on, Gino.
if you've been catfished by some dude in Ghana,
Yeah.
let's give you the real Janessa on where you can really watch her and it
Yeah,
really be
I'll-
her.
Right.
Yeah, I'll have him do that.
See, I promise you that he's never met the real Janessa. He's met somebody and talked to somebody that's really not the picture that he's been looking at for a year and a half.
No.
That might be sensory overload for him.
Gosh, that's sad.
Yeah,
Now-
that's what I think it is. So
What do
that's
you-
why I feel sorry for him. That's why I'm being,
sad.
What do you think's the next step is, Nicole?
I don't even know. I think I was just so shocked to find her and to, that you guys are calling me now. I don't even know. I can't even think straight, to be honest with you. So what the next step is?
Yeah, like what do you think the next step is? Would you like to come down and hang out with us?
Well, I would like to. I'll have to, see what my schedule is like and all of that.
Well, you don't
but,
got kids. You don't have kids, and you're separated.
No.
So I think that. And do you have a job?
Yes, I do have a job. It's more the job issue.
Right.
No, I don't want to know.
She's waiting for winter time. She wants to come down to Florida.
Yeah,
in winter.
right?
Yeah, why don't you come down? Like it's really nice down here, like January.
Oh,
like,
I've been to Tampa. I love Florida.
oh, she's
I love-
been to
Oh.
Tampa. When did you come to Tampa?
Last time I was there was in 2015.
Really? What'd you do down here?
Yeah. Oh, we
Bunch
went
of
to the
dudes?
beach. Went to the beach. No, just the beach, and went out for drinks and all that.
I'd love to hang out with you at the beach.
How
Nicole.
hot would it be if you and Janessa were at the beach
In our
and then,
nice bikinis.
and then you came back to my house and you guys had sex all night long?
Told you should have got a pool, Bubba.
Yeah, listen. I'll kick my sister out for the weekend and go use her pool.
There you go.
Yeah. Or you know what? I'll go get a room. I'll go get a couple rooms in Clearwater Beach. It's got the pool. I'll figure something out, buddy. Blitz, I might be
There you
dipping
go.
into your PayPal soon to get
That's
us a
right.
hotel. Nicole, so what do you think? Do you think we should call Gino?
I don't know how he'll react. So probably that that might be something that
Sounds
I
good to
think
us.
he'll be so stunned, and he's not like a big talker. So I don't know if you're gonna have like as easy a time with him.
Now,
as
when did this all go down with regards to the big reveal? Was it this weekend?
It was last Thursday.
Last Thursday. Now,
Yeah.
after he looked at at Janessa doing hip lunges at my gym, you probably found that on our YouTube channel, correct?
Yes, I
Yeah.
found it on the YouTube. Yeah.
And she's all over our YouTube channel too.
Oh yeah. I looked all over. I was showing him. I go, "Do you want to see more?" And he goes, "No, that's okay."
So when he finally figured out that he'd been bamboozled, and that
Yeah.
the real Janessa Brazil
Is he still in denial, though?
But like, what did
It's
he?
a little hard to get over. I mean, it's been.
Oh, she's hard to get over. She's saying.
Well, that's it. No, and I'm sure that's what it is. He tells me he's fine, I'm okay, but I
No.
know deep down, if you think somebody's real and you fall in love with them and you've been chatting with them for a year and a half,
Right.
I mean,
And you
just don't
guys,
go for
and you
that,
guys have been
know?
separated for 8 months. So you've lived this nightmare for. I mean, probably longer than 8 months. But you haven't even been
Long.
with him for 8 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
He left, and yeah.
Now, does he not have? Do you guys not have any sex? Does he just masturbate to this
No,
woman?
no sex. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. That's all it is. Because no, we haven't had sex. So
How about? I mean, have you
You
had?
still
any,
live together?
no, we don't live together. He moved out. I asked him to leave. I've had sex. Yeah, I had someone I was seeing.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
really?
actually
Good
from
for
Long
you.
Island. Actually from Long Island.
Long
Really?
Island.
Now, see,
Oh
we
my
didn't even
God.
talk about that, Nicole. So where did you meet this guy at?
On Twitter.
Right now, are you still have a relationship with this guy?
No, it's back and forth. He wanted me to move down to Long Island, but I was like, no, I got my life here, my house, I got a good job.
What type of work? Not what necessarily the company call, but what type of work do you do?
I'm a manager.
Oh,
I'm a manager.
right,
So I
so-
manage a department. Yeah.
Yeah, you're real high up. I mean, but you could take a weekend off or something, couldn't you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I could try to figure something out. Yes, there are a lot of different things going on, but
So
I
did he
can
start?
give you
So
guys an email.
what did he start crying? Did he start crying when you
He
found?
was just he went downstairs and into the we have like a a room downstairs, like a game room and all that, and he was sick to his stomach.
We should
I
call
asked him, I said,
call
"Are
this
you okay?"
Natasha on the air. We should ask him for her number and be like, hey.
Yeah, we like to have her Natasha's number. I mean, Natasha Janessa's number, and we'd like to get Gino. But I mean, just tell Gino we are just here to verify and let him talk to the real Janessa, and call and tell him that he's a real dick to a really cool woman, and we make him realize that he. Now, you said that if you guys went to therapy, you would take him back.
Well, I don't know if I would take him back. We'd have to go to therapy to see if it's worth saving. I haven't
And you
even
know
had
that
conversation.
you're in control right now. Like this is one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the tide has shifted tremendously.
Of
She's
course.
got this.
I mean, before
course.
he was like probably being a dick to you because he thought he had Janessa blowing smoke up his
Yeah.
ass on the backside.
Exactly.
Is he a good-looking man?
Yeah, he is a good-looking man. He is, actually. He's tall. He's, his father's from Sicily, so he's Italian and
course he's
Sicilian,
Italian.
and he's 6'3". He's a very nice-looking man, but,
And he thought that Janessa Brazil was his girl, and it was really
Yeah.
some, probably some Nigerian dude in an internet cafe that hired.
that's what I told him. Yeah, you've been telling, this Ghanaian guy, an African guy, whatever, that you love him for, like, how long now? So.
I would throw up, wouldn't you, Tuttle?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my
This is what I'm
God.
But
saying.
that's
It's
why
not-
he went to throw up when I told
Right.
him, and, yeah.
But I mean, to take it even yet, but full circle is now you found the real one. You
Yeah.
found the real one, and you can actually let him talk to the real one. Like that's a complete wrinkle that most people don't get in these type of.
And that's most
No,
that's most of the time
Yeah.
wives won't do this. They will be like, see
Oh, yeah.
you later. She's like
and
really
this one,
good.
and she's hot, and she wants to come down
Right.
here and get lesbian with you.
What if the
I think
fake
I just
Janessa has
felt
better
sorry.
game though?
What that?
What
I
if the
think I
fake
just felt
Janessa?
sorry.
What if the fake Janessa is a little smoother than
Yeah.
she is?
Uh-huh.
Well, listen, Nicole. What would you like us to do? Just lay low and wait for you to hear from us, or what do you want me to do?
Well, yeah, what I'm going to do is, listen, if you guys want to call him, I mean, I don't know, do I need permission from him to give you his phone
No,
number?
no, no.
I
What we would
assume
do
I
is we would just call him and say, we're live on the air. Is that okay? And if he says no, then we have to hang up. If he
Right.
says it's okay, then we can continue the conversation.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
I can put you on hold. I have your number, and I can put you on hold and get his number, and we can try to call him.
Okay. could do that.
You probably want to hear that though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, actually, what I'm going to do is, because I got to get ready to go to work, I could figure something out. I can...
You know, we can email you. If you give us your email, we could email you the call. That way you can hear it.
Oh, okay. That
All
would
right?
be awesome.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
put you on hold. We're gonna get his number and we're gonna get your email. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right. And listen, the offer does stand. If you'd like to come down,
Thank you.
one weekend and hang out with Janessa, we'd love to have you.
And I'm sorry this happened to you, Nicole.
It's okay. Thank you, hon. I mean, what
And it really is not Janessa's fault. It's not Janessa's fault. Like
No,
it's really.
but-
No,
Janessa does it
and
wrong.
And it's just terrible that people, use your photo.
It is
for
bad.
these
I've been
things,
dealing
and
with
yeah.
it for a long time, and it makes me sad.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
There's people that reach out to us every day. The more public she becomes from being on the show.
Of
And I wonder,
course.
you know what, Janessa, I wonder how many more of these we'll have.
Right.
Oh, they'll probably come out of
We
the
can start
I
having
really
a
hope
segment
so.
called Janessa's Catfishing.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
All right, hold
Yeah,
on. Nicole,
yeah.
I'm going to put you on hold, okay, honey?
Thanks,
All right,
Bubba.
we'll get your email and his number. I have yours, all right?
Fantastic.
Thank you. Hold on.
Yeah, this would blow any episode away of that stupid TV show Catfish.
I mean,
It would,
like it's almost mind-boggling to see how rare this really
I
is.
just didn't know that they got this bad, though. Like, this makes me sad because somebody got separated over this.
I mean, you never knew that it was just bad. You knew
No.
that stupid guys would be probably
right, like
sending
single
money,
men would be on, but not.
but not losing
This.
your wife,
Nope.
separating 8 months.
This makes me very
how
sad.
many women probably hate you
A
for
lot.
no reason?
A lot. Some for good reason. This is the.
Oh Lord, I'm nervous.
You are?
Yeah,
This is a first for you, is it not?
it is. I am really nervous.
In all
right
the
now.
years your photo has been used to catfish people.
Oh, there goes baby.
Look. Just out of nowhere. Look, just out of nowhere. Our guy just stands there and he gets humped. That's our show goat. We're calling Gino. Gino's a fine Canadian man.
Hello.
Gino, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. I'm on the air. How are you?
I'm okay. You?
I'm doing good, buddy. We just had your wife on the air, and she walked us through the whole deal, and and I didn't know if you'd want to talk about it or not.
No, it's okay. I'm okay.
All right, so I have Janessa Brazil, right? The woman that you thought you were talking to for the year and a half. She's a co-host on my show.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Janessa, say hi to.
Hi, Gino. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, baby?
I am good.
No, he's already trying to run game on her, calling her baby and all.
Yeah.
So now, did the Janessa or the girl, the woman, the Natasha that you spoke with, that was representing herself to be this person, they didn't sound like this at all, did they?
Well, I never actually spoke to her. She was always texting.
Oh, so you never spoke to Natasha ever?
I did Skype with her. Not Skype. I did a viewing call there. But she would type. She would type on the viewing call.
Oh, she wouldn't talk.
Yeah, I must have had a broken microphone.
And so, how many photos of Janessa did this person have? Thousands?
Yeah, they have thousands.
And do they have videos too?
Yeah, they have videos of her getting naked in front of you and everything.
Yeah, and you thought that our Janessa was this girl, and to the point where you and your wife separated. We had your wife, we had her on the air a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I know.
And she spoke to Janessa, and she was now this and all the catfishing things that happen throughout the world. This might be the first time that the wife was able to actually track down the real woman and tie all this together. Your wife is quite the sleuth.
Yeah, she's an investigator. Should be a private PI.
That's right.
Now, where do you guys stand? Because she said that she would maybe be interested in getting back together if you guys went to therapy. Like, where's your head?
Well, I would definitely do that. I'm getting over it there.
Well, I don't think you listen, Gino. I don't think you have to worry about you getting over it. I think you have to worry about her getting over it based on what you've put her through.
Yeah, I know.
Now you know that she was hooking up with some dude from Jersey or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew about that. Now, Gino, are you familiar with the offer that I threw out there? See, I'm kind of this is not the standard radio show. By the way, we're heard in Peterborough, Ontario. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, my show, this show right now is heard on a radio station in Peterborough, Ontario.
Oh, yeah, well, that's far from me.
Yeah. So, did your wife Nicole tell you my proposal?
To go down there, to go down to Florida.
Well, for her to come down here and then have a weekend full of lesbian sex with Janessa.
Okay. No, I didn't hear that.
How would you feel about that? I mean, talk about a reverse catfish end around. So the person that you fell in love with was a catfish, and your wife tracked down the real woman and then flew to Florida and got lesbian
That's
with
a
her all
movie.
weekend. I mean, is that hot,
That's
Gino,
a
or
movie.
what?
Fuck yeah.
Watch your language there.
Hey, you're getting him excited.
No, but Gino, the bad thing about it, Gino, is you have to stay in Montreal, and I'm going to be the one here, running the camera, so to speak.
Montreal
yeah.
screw job.
Talk about a Montreal screw job. You're right. You're right, Blitz. So, Gino, would you be good with that? Like, Nicole, part of Nicole's decision on whether she may come down here might be on how you feel about it.
I don't know. I don't think so. She could leave from work. She's a supervisor.
Yeah, well, I guarantee you that she could take a Friday and a Monday off. I guarantee you that they're not that strict up there in Canada. Hey.
I don't know. That's up to her.
But listen, at the end of the day, Gino, you really couldn't say anything about it because you've put this woman through hell. And, this is just it's kind of turnabout fair play, but it's also kind of hot too, ain't it?
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
Oh.
This was the only way to get her
Janessa
back.
is a beautiful woman.
What's that now?
She's a beautiful woman. Son.
Who, Janessa?
Yeah.
Yeah, just think
Thank you.
you're actually talking to her right now, Gino.
Thank you, Gino.
You're welcome.
Hey, Gino, how much money did you send to this? You know, you were probably talking to a dude in like a Nigerian internet cafe. You know that, buddy.
Yeah. Fuck.
You're real talkative, aren't you?
She warned that he's not real talkative. Did you send 10,000?
No, I didn't send that much.
Your wife said she had about 5,500. She found out about 5,500. Was it more than that?
No, it was about that.
5,500.
That's a lot.
To a woman that was portraying herself to be Janessa Brazil when really it was probably a dude.
I use that 5,500.
I was gonna say, how many shoes
right
can
now.
you buy for that?
I can just a couple, but I could use it.
Yeah, you could buy a lot. I mean, Janessa, maybe we take us a step further and ask him how much he wants to pay for an all-expense-paid trip down to Tampa, Florida. I mean, you know, for that same amount, we could probably make that happen for you. It's Bubba the Love Sponge Show. We're doing modern-day catfish prostitution live on the radio today. By the way, I'm speaking. This is all. We're not really good. We're not really offering any of this, but we will have sex with your wife for free. So Gino, at the end of the day, if you gave 5,500 to some dude in Nigeria, what would you do for the real Janessa, the real one? You're speaking to her right now, buddy.
I would do anything for her.
Oh, I mean, you fell in love with this woman, which is easy, but easy. Gino's got that real potty mouth on him, does he not? So now, Gino, you there?
Yeah.
Listen. We want to see if we can get your wife down here. And, you know, even though you'll probably never get an opportunity with Janessa, what if Nicole did? That's kind of the next best thing. She could tell you stories.
I don't think she would go through with it, honestly.
You know, she had she messed around with girls in high school. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
All right. So you know she's got it. I mean, you know that she's capable of doing that. And you know that one expression, be careful of a woman scorned? Hell hath no fury except a woman scorned, Tuttle?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, this would be a really good way for her to get you back.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think she would go through with it. That's the thing.
Oh. I'm just saying she's really pissed. You really hurt her, buddy.
I know, but we had a fight because when I was working in night shift, was a girl with us, and she was nice to me, and she kind of led me on.
So there's another woman outside of the Janessa Brazil Catfish. There was another woman that you messed around with once before?
No, I didn't mess around with her. I was working with her, and she was really nice to me. And I went to one of her baptisms of her daughter, and we had fun. We got wasted. Dancing around. Well, I haven't had fun like that in a while. I'm always working in construction. There's never no time to fucking have fun. When you work over here, you have to work to pay.
So let me see, Gino.
Prices.
Gino. So let me just see if I get this right. They were working with this girl in the construction business, and she was being nice to you, so you started hanging out with her, screwing around. Next thing you know, you went to her kid's baptism, and you're screwing.
But I never screwed around with her. I never had sex with her.
You never had sex with her? But other stuff, you know, like Bill Clinton type oral?
No.
But you fell for her, and you went to the baptism and stuff, and so you've done...
And then, I got her a card for Christmas, and she found a birthday. I got her a card for her birthday, and then my wife went snooping around in my car. She found a birthday card.
Gino, it sounds like you're
a real player.
It sounds like you're a real player, Gino. Like you need to calm down a little bit, buddy.
Player, I play in cement. That's where I play.
You sound like you're trying to be tough, but you're kind of depressed, but you're kind of a player. I'm just trying to tie all this together. What other radio show could bring the person that you got catfished, live on the radio and have already talked to your wife, and she wants to get lesbian with that chick? Like, don't you understand how special and precious this really is, Gino?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
I mean, do you want to? It sounds like you don't even want to be with your wife. And I saw her Twitter, and she looks pretty hot.
Yeah, no, I want to be there.
He's confused right now.
I was kind of hoping going to Florida. I love those states, but
I think you're already trying to. I think Janessa, he's already trying to shoot an angle with the real Janessa. He's like, you know what? Thank God my wife found the real one. Now I can start from zero.
Now I can go straight to the source.
Now if I'm gonna spend $5,500, I know that the bitch that I'm falling in love with is really getting to 55.
Oh no!
This guy, as bad as we're looking at it, Tuttle, this guy's like, this is a glorious day for him. He's like, finally, I found the right one.
Thank you to my wife.
My wife is the one that found the right bitch that I was falling in love with when I got catfished on the end around from Ganya.
Thanks, Nicole.
Now, does any of your do any of your boys on the job site know about any of this?
What? Say again?
Do any of your boys at work know about how you got catfished by some dude in England?
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't tell nobody.
I mean, do you feel stupid, buddy?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, Gino, I don't know where we go from here. I'm supposed to get a call back from Nicole. Planning a trip to Florida. And
I don't think she's gonna.
now, are you gonna put pressure on her, like be like real, mean and stuff, and tell her?
No, I'm not mean to her.
How about I conference call you two, and you tell her that she has your blessing for if that was ever be like a determining factor whether she goes or not, that you're cool with it, and that you think you deserve to be punished in that way. Her doing a lappy Smurf lesbian deal with the real Janessa Brazil, on a Friday and a Saturday, live from Tampa while I'm taping. Are you familiar with my program, Gino? Do you know my name? Do you know my name?
No, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, that's good. Keep it that way.
Don't Google.
All right, Gino, it seems like you don't want to talk very much more.
He's
done.
upset.
Well,
He's like, if you stop talking and that other chick over there starts rattling her gums, maybe we can get back to where I need to be. I will tell you that Janessa prefers a man that has a tad more personality than you, my friend. Gino?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Gino. Well, I'll be in touch. Okay, bud?
Bye, Gino.
Yeah, okay. Bye, Janessa. Have a nice day.
You too.
Okay. Bye.
Jesus. What a loser.
Man, he'd have to. I mean, a real chick who
Wow.
He had zero personality.
He didn't even know what to do at this point.
We're supposed to send that email to Nicole, the phone call. I'm just going to see if I can get a hold of her now and say, your husband's a dud. Like, he had zero personality, didn't he, Title?
None at all.
She warned us, though.
Yeah.
Why does she want him back?
Why would you want
French
that?
Canadian construction worker.
Yeah, like he must.
Boring
I hope he's
as hell.
good looking because he has personality of my left testicle.
Yeah.
Désolé, vous ne pouvez pas laisser de message.
What?
La messagerie est pleine.
Oui,
I
oui.
wouldn't
Envoyez
play
un
this.
message à un autre destinataire.
Voulez-vous
faites-le
coucher
deux.
avec moi?
Yeah. Voodoo shake, moi, moi.
Pour envoyer un message à un autre destinataire,
c'est
faites le 2. Pour quitter, faites l'étoile ou bien raccrochez.
Yeah. Hello?
Pour envoyer un message à un autre destinataire, faites le 2. Veuillez essayer de nouveau. Pour envoyer un message à un autre destinataire, faites le 2. Veuillez composer le numéro de téléphone de votre destinataire.
2.
I'm just pressing buttons.
Press 2.
2.
I'm pressing 2.
Vous devez utiliser au moins 10 chiffres. Nous sommes désolés que vous ayez des difficultés. Veuillez essayer plus tard. Au revoir.
You gotta
Wow.
leave a message.
Am I supposed to leave a message?
No, that's a voicemail.
Yeah, but they didn't give you, there's no beep. Like, beep. I didn't hear that.
Maybe
Is
Canada.
beeps in French different than beeps in English?
Maybe.
Beep A.
Beep, yay. Oh, it just hung up on me. It just hung up on me. So I don't know where that's going. I think that he's kind of like maybe mean to her.
He's a dick.
He's kind of like, I think he's kind of mean, like, right?
He didn't want to talk to us. He was thinking about how bad he's going to, like,
How bad he messed
Destroy
up
her.
his life.
no.
How many
I was gonna
percent?
get back at
How many
her.
percent do you still think he thinks that he was really talking to Janessa?
There's still some.
Yeah.
He's in denial still, I can tell.
So you think that there's a chance he thinks that this woman right here,
He thinks he was actually talking to her.
Mm-hmm. He still does.
You mean the girl, the
one that was catfishing him, he thinks that was still really
still
Janessa.
Janessa.
Yep.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, the way he was talking to her,
So he thinks
he's in love.
So he doesn't even think that necessarily he's been bamboozled, that maybe she just caught the whole deal.
Yep.
But the entire conversations he's been having was really this woman right here in our
Right.
studio.
Yeah.
So he's never really spoke to her on the phone. They texted.
So he really thinks, Janessa, that the person that there's a chance that he still thinks that the person he's speaking to was really you.
Right.
And that
I'm
that's
in
why,
on the deal.
There's definitely doubt in his mind.
There is.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way he's, yeah.